So the militant integrationalist has not fully made the break from America, American values, American ideals, nor the American identity. To put it point blankly, we are stolen Africans who reside in America. The militant integrationalist does not want to accept this reality, and however loudly, however loosely wrapped in kente cloth their rhetoric may be, they have not divorced themselves from America. Subsequently, all of their ideas, all of the militant integrationalist ideas are still within Caucasoid reality. Now, this also leads the militant integrationists to try to wrap Caucasoid ideas in any loose and fragmented African information they may have. Because remember, I'm going back and forth. There's like two subgroups within the militant integrationists. The ones who talk a whole bunch of pro-black, Afrocentric stuff, but it's surface-level stuff. They're not dealing with nation building. Then you've got the other ilk who don't want to have nothing to do with Africa stuff. And so we're going to address them in a minute. So this group may have some information, but it's loose and it's fragmented. They are trying to force the Caucasoid conceived idea, hear that, Caucasoid conceived idea of socialism into an African reality, trying to force the Caucasoid ways of governance to fit their vague notions of African sensibilities. The militant integrationalist is adept at using black-sounding rhetoric, which disarms most within our camps from listening closely and critically. But when one does, you find they are the flip side of the more quiet, passive integrationalists, loud and demanding, but still only of inclusion in and a more comfortable existence in a foreign reality. Now, you can spot a militant integrationalist by listening closely to their words and rhetoric. If they are anti-African, listen to how they question and demean any African knowledge. Or listen to how their pseudo-solutions only rally around a cause or an issue. A militant integrationalist isn't usually in the nation-building camps, but if one is masquerading, listen for their American-influenced, Caucasoid value-based pseudo-solutions regarding how to create a nation. If you want an exact example of this, Mr. Holip did like a panel or a symposium on creating a nation, on ideas of nation building, and I some of those responses with this analysis become crystal clear what was going on there. Folks did not have any information about any African political systems, about any African economic systems. Basically, 3 out of the 4 callers there, all they knew was America, and they just wanted to paint it black. I'm sorry, that's not going to get us anywhere. Now, if they only want to blacken up an essentially Caucasoid conceived nation, chances are you have stumbled upon a militant integrationalist. Now, outside of the African nation building discussions, you can spot an MI, a militant integrationalist, who is loudly trying to get Caucasoids to change small, inconsequential aspects of their reality to suit stolen Africans. They never call the entire Caucasoid system into question. They just demand a black space in it. Instead of using one's energy to create employment, they will demand Caucasoids hire stolen Africans, no matter the name or hairstyle. Instead of using one's energy to create African-centered style communities, the militant integrationists will demand Caucasoids stop harassing stolen Africans, whatever they are doing, right or wrong. This 30 minutes sucks. We've already stated that most militant integrationists have no nation-building concept outside of only making America a better place. So a lot, not all, but a lot of militant integrationists are cause or issue focused, and they attempt to drain all people's energies and resources into causes and issues solely. What this subgroup of militant integrationists do not understand, please hear this, is that if their particular issue or cause, be it police brutality, domestic violence, bad health, violence, infant mortality, political prisoners, whatever, if this singular issue is solved completely, will that end stolen Africans' suffering? If this cause is solved, will Africans be able to house, clothe, medicate, educate, and defend themselves? I'm going to go back. I see the time is dwindling down, but this is a key in how to spot some militant integrationists. So I'm going to go back. A lot, but not all, militant integrationists are cause or issue focused, and they attempt to drain all people's energies and resources into causes and issues solely. What this subgroup of MIs do not understand is that if their particular issue or cause, be it police brutality, domestic violence, bad health, violence, black-on-black violence, infant mortality, political prisoners, whatever, if this singular issue is solved completely, will that end stolen African suffering? If this cause is solved, will Africans be able to house, clothe, medicate, educate, and defend themselves? This type of militant integrationist takes their issue, their cause, as the totality of the movement. And anyone not down with their cause is somehow anti-black. To put this bluntly, these people need to know their damn role, point blank. When our African nation is more operable, these individuals maybe could be the bureau chief of the political prisoners department, or they could be the president of the anti-police brutality department, etc. These folks could serve as essential cogs within the functioning African nation, but their causes in and of themselves are not the African nation. These causes are highly reactionary, always reacting to a pressing concern, cause, or issue. The creation of our African nation is proactive, addressing issues of Africans before they become detrimental, and also attending to the general care and well-being of Africans within their reach. So this part is key, too. While both arms are needed, the nation-building arm must take priority. The causes and the issues arm and the nation-building arm. Where we're at right now, they should coexist. I think on the past show I called it the Band-Aids, the Band-Aid solution. We're big on Band-Aid solutions, but we don't want to fix the whole thing. But you need people dealing with Band-Aid issues, so I'm not saying that, or causes and issues, because we got so much shit going on with us and to us that we do need folks centered on that. But we also need people who are, we need the majority of the African-centered, pro-black, and black nationalist camps focused on nation building and not just being cause and issue-oriented. They say we need African acceptance because we are the victims of those that have been trying to get American acceptance. And so while I know some folks think, or may be thinking that I'm talking about two specific individuals, I'm not necessarily talking about two specific individuals more than I'm talking about a grouping of people within our camps who just need to get more information, basically, or who need to get out of our camps and go to the Democratic Party and go do some voter registration drives and go get your red, white, and blue flag. You know, that's what needs to be going on. So I am addressing a larger group of folks who do exist within our camps who, again, either A, need more information, or B, need to leave our camps and go do what they really want to do, is to integrate and assimilate within this American thing. And instead of trying to drag us down with them, they need to go be off, do their thing. I'm sure they get some grant and some money from some Caucasoid or Caucasoid-loving people and do their thing, but they do not need to be up in our face, or if they got blog talk shows, up in our ears confusing the issue. And so hopefully I pointed out some key things to listen for. What is their relationship to Africa, to African information, to African culture and African worldview? Are there solutions looking towards looking at the best of our African past and updating it, modernizing it without westernizing it for the present day, or are they just trying to make this Caucasoid system, whatever it is, whichever angle, socialism, communism, capitalism, conservatism, liberalism, all of that, are they just trying to paint that black? That's key in how to spot some of these MIs, some of these militant integrationists.